10 designer fragrances that smell amazing on any man. When posed the question, was it easy to answer? And in my case, it actually was. So it's an easy video topic for me to do. Like, I found myself already just guiding to the specific fragrances that I was thinking of in the designer space that I would comfortably recommend any dude to pull off right now, today, at this moment, if you ask me that question. So I figured, let me share that with the ball sprayers right about now. Let's roll my music, because these 10 designer fragrances are absolute hits in my book. Listen, morning, my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. I'm gonna dig my hand in. These are in no particular order. Whatever fragrance comes out first, that's the one we're gonna tap into. It doesn't really matter. They're in no particular order. This is just me talking to my people. Be like, yo, fam, if you're looking for something, here's what you can get in that designer space with a brand name that you're comfortable with. For example, Jazz Club Mason Margiela replica line. This is a boozy tobacco-y essence. Absolutely gorgeous. For me, one of the most handsome scent profiles in the replica line. And for me, it was a love at first sniff. Now, this is like the second bottle that they sent over to the kid, and who doesn't mind having a backup? The reality is this is warming, sensual, boozy. It's a little bit of a smoky pipe tobacco with like a red pepper background. It has all the facets and character of what you're looking for in a sensual fragrance for a man. Something you can run into Sephora, pick up very quick, even in small decant. I think they have 10 or 30 ml sizes, if I'm not mistaken, and feel 100% confident that the fragrance that you're pulling off is ultra handsome. This is really a no-brainer scent profile for a date night. It's the right amount of spice, it's the right amount of warm sensuality, cardamomic style / tonka beanish nature, mild powderiness in the background, beautiful pepper, and again, a heady tobacco with a beautiful boozy vibe. So Replica Jazz Club is absolutely an easy recommendation for sensual fragrance that any man can rock and feel confident about rocking. Let's dig the hand in the bag, see what we pull out next. Absolutely, you can put off Boss Bottle Absolute. My favorite Boss fragrance, honestly. Love at first sniff. The right amount of wet woodiness, the right amount of sensuality as well. There's also a mild green apple-ish kind of note in this fragrance that I sometimes pick up that gives me almost a warm, slight apple pie-ish situation, as I've sometimes feel that it's latent adjacent, but not really. Just to give you comparative, it's sexual, it's powdery, it's beautiful, it's niche-y in a designer bottle. It's a sexy amount of dirty, leather, bold, rich, very handsome, a little bit of a smoky, wettish wood, like afterburn in a forest with mild powder. Super handsome, absolutely every dude should have this in their stash. This is one of the best that Boss has released lately, and I can't stop smelling this shit. Next one in the bag, JPG's 𝗙𝗂𝗏 𝗕𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏. Oh yeah. Surprising, I know, but there's a crazy, sweet, tropical fruit essence with a big powdery punch that makes it very erotic. There's also a candied sweetness next to this pineapple, candied, and then there's a little bit of a ashy, cigarette-ish kind of smell in the background, giving it almost this bad boy essence. Yeah, smoky, ashy wood, ambery, was it coconut? I think it was coconut in this shit. Coconut powder, very elegant, super handsome. I think that this is one of the lesser childish JPG fragrances that is very tolerable to me. In the grand scheme of the whole JPG lineup, I don't love, I want to say 80% of them, but the 20% that do hit for me hit absolutely beautiful, and this is one of them. So if you're a JPG fanboy, and a lot of these fragrances have a huge following, so if you have a couple of them in your lineup already and this is not one of them, for me, this is the one that I'm most comfortable sharing. And honestly speaking, like, I'm not a fan of Jean Paul Gaultier, so for me to speak this kind of way about this scent profile or the 4 other ones that I like, that holds some weight, bro. All right, in the bag we go, and this is, I know what this is, Prada Luna Rosa Black. Every woman likes this scent. Never have I ever heard of anybody being disappointed by this scent. And if you are disappointed, maybe you set your sights way too high, or you had some other preconceived notion about this shit and somehow it let you down. But it's so sensual and so date night appropriate. If this is your signature scent, you are a toxic motherfucker who definitely has multiple girls on the phone named wifey. I mean, smelling this fragrance today might make it my scent of the day. Ambery, lead pencil shaving kind of scent, musky, handsome, gentlemanly, classy, beautiful, man. Prada outdid themselves with this shit. And it's about sensuality. I use that term a lot in this video because the reality is that the majority of us wear these fragrances to not only command attention, but to attract the opposite sex or same sex, whatever you want to have sex with. And that's the whole point. I think fragrance has that ability to not only remind you of something and paint a picture for you, but also to make you feel like that character inside of you that you've always wanted to feel. Little girls grow up trying to be a Disney princess and get that magical wedding, while dudes don't generally have that, but they want to be the interest of that princess. And that's what fragrance does. It helps you be that King Valiant, that the dude who saves Rapunzel from the fucking thing. I don't know if that's even the, you know what the fuck I mean. That's what fragrance does. And this, fuck. Next one. Oh yeah. Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif. The best Bleu de Chanel fragrance with the stupidest price point. I hope it drops down because I think everybody needs to sample this fragrance and see what a more mature version of the Parfum concentrate this is. I'm a Parfum fan. Until this came into the picture, then I appreciated this one a little bit more, especially off my skin. Incredible woods in this joint. You still have the Bleu de Chanel vibe. That DNA is very present, but this one has a little bit more maturity. It's like father and son type situation. The son is a grown ass man, but Pops is still salt and pepper, super fashionable, very confident, and that aura just kind of trickles down. It's that vibe. This is very ultra masculine, very alluring, very attention grabbing, and super safe. Citric, blue, airy, woody, slightly spicy with a little bit of a tart energy. I love it. I think it's really fucking good. I hate the price that I paid for it. I've complained about it from the very beginning, and I think I will still continue until it's marked down.
I can't eat! I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke!
But the reality is that pricing aside, out of all the Bleu de Chanel's, Parfum was my love. I still think it's phenomenal, but this one holds a different special energy that I think any man would be grateful to have this in their collection. All right, dig it into the bag again. Gucci Guilty Elixir de Parfum. This is classy, spicy, musky, violety, maybe a little risque, but in a good way. The risk is worth the reward in this scent profile. I think Gucci Guilty stepped outside of the fuckboyish Honda Civic driving energy and put it into this like, ooh, you on Escalade levels right now. You got a big body Tahoe, but you only got 2 people in your household. You know, you're just walking in with this air of confidence. It's musky, it's ultra masculine, it's in the bubble of Reflection Man by Amouage, but has a lot of its own characteristics. This one makes it a little bit more approachable, accessible in that space with the Gucci label on it, right? So people are comfortable with the designer brands because they feel a little bit of warm and tingly and still have that, ooh, big money price tag. It's not that, it's just a fucking good scent. Spices, gingery, airy, ozonic, woody, powdery, a little bit of a white floral energy. Very fucking handsome. This is more maybe black tie-ish affair or suit, corporate, handsome, gentlemanly, but a conversational starter. You're not walking in being loud and ostentatious. You're walking in with a certain level of confidence, and if you're approaching a date scenario, it might have you looking or smelling a little bit different, like, this dude is approachable, but he's not smelling, you know, Bleu de Chanel-ish or Sauvage-ish or Versace-ish. There's a mystique behind his eyes that I'm curious to figure out. Gotcha. That's what you want. In the bag we go. Purple Label by Ralph Lauren. It's fruity, it's tart, it's musky, it's live, black currant, almost juniper berry essence that is so lively yet so mysterious. It feels like walking into the Polo Mansion in New York City and seeing all these beautiful pieces that you just want to spend 6 figures if you have the money and dress yourself from head to toe at Ralph Lauren. Allow me a second, I'm having a moment here. It still has green cleanliness and soapy factor here, but overall, such a fucking hitter, bro. Such a hitter. Discontinued, brought back, discontinued, brought back. I wonder if it's still in stock. You can't find the gray market dealers around 150 bucks, no more than 200 bucks. I think it's worth it. Absolutely stellar. This next one, expensive, but I had like a awakening with this fragrance that not only did I absolutely fall in love with it from the moment that I smelled the fragrance. The truth is, I've gone to a couple of department stores and certain events that I've gone through, and I've had not only other dudes, but women smell this fragrance in my presence. And everybody gives the same reaction to all the fragrances within that brand. But this one in particular just becomes the star, and it's a super unisex fragrance, but beyond handsome. Soy Malakis by Dries Van Noten. Yes, Dries Van Noten is a designer brand, I believe, out of the Netherlands, and that doesn't matter either way. This fragrance is expensive. It is not a safe blind buy, but if you want like designer and like ultra high-end designer, this is such a gorgeous gorgeous, gorgeous scent. It's a warm, sensual, mystical, powdery scent. There is a level of provocative, intrigue, seductive nature about this fragrance that is incredible. It is so approachable. It is a scent profile that you want to see, like, what is what is it that's captivating me about this scent? You're gonna start diagnosing things, even if you're a fragrance snob, little things here in this scent that is like, what the is it about this that keeps bringing me back? Because I experienced that constantly, and I saw it happen firsthand with other women smelling this fragrance, and I'm like, I just want to sit back and watch their first impressions. And the majority of them were saying the same thing. No, I get it. Yeah, I would definitely pull this off. And I'm like, would you like your man smelling like this? They're like, yeah, I would like anybody smelling like this. It's so approachable. It's sticky, it's play-doughy. It has a bit of a juvenile essence, but it's kind of like the tapping into the youthful energy inside of you. I always tell people, yeah, I look like I'm 70 and I talk like I'm 16. I am a teen-year citizen. Enjoy me the way that I am. Life is too short for me to categorize myself in a specific box. I am an entity all in itself, and I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm gonna live my best life no matter what, as should you. And this fragrance has that type of energy. Straight up teen-year citizen vibes on deck. Trademark, that is my fucking quote. This smells absolutely delicious, incredible. I love this shit. It's just very expensive.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
But the truth is, any man smelling like this is gonna smell fantastic, bro. I might even sniff you myself, gang. Possibly. What am I gonna say that hasn't been said about Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum? Or the regular Ombre Leather, to be honest with you, they're both in that gorgeous space. But every man needs like a sexy ass leather fragrance, right? This, in the designer space, it's fucking fantastic. Tom Ford knows what he's doing when he puts together a fragrance in his catalog. He's no slouch when it comes to leathers. I mean, it's Tom Ford, for God's sakes. Whoever the perfumer is behind this scent is a beast. It's dry, it's leathery, it's slightly sweet, but it encompasses a worn-in leather jacket or a worn-in Chelsea boot, even a fucking cowboy boot. There's a little bit of rough energy behind this scent, but overall, it speaks of man's man. So you can absolutely pull this off by smelling amazing and have this in your repertoire, feeling that confident factor that you're looking for. No brainer. And finally, this fragrance is gentleman classiness as well. This is, I think, what should be known as the office scent that's transitional to outside. Brioni Eau de Parfum Intense. I'm super comfortable recommending this to any dude, whether you're a fragrance guy or not. You just can't go wrong with this scent. Wildly inexpensive compared to the scent profile that it was. Unfortunately, it's not the same price point that it used to be. However, man, it's gorgeous. The right amount of citrus, the right amount of dry, leathery nuance. It's woody, slightly sweet, kind of like creamsicle meets oud meets dusty leather in the most handsome way possible. Very mature, very elegant, not overpowering, good performance, solid price point, incredible, gentlemanly. It's like walking into like Brioni or Loro Piana. It's stealth wealth. It's the dude who wears the white gold Rolex because he wants people to think that it's stainless steel because he got the money, he just doesn't need to flash it. Yes, he has a beautiful Rolex on it so everybody knows the brand label, but the precious metal aspect, that on the low, that sleeper, that's the essences behind some of these luxury brands. If you know, you know. And this is you know. So that's my incredible list. 10 designer fragrances that'll have any man smelling absolutely amazing. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. If you own or tried any of these fragrances or have been curious about any of these fragrances, tell me I don't have you smelling amazing. Do me a favor before you leave the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's free 99. I got over 4,000 pieces of content on this channel over a decade. So I'm putting all this shit for free just for you. Show the kids some love. I'll see you guys next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in.